Yes, it is. Welcome back, everybody. This is session number 12. I'm giving everybody inspiration once more. So if you don't currently have it, you now have inspiration going into today's session. And again, that gives you advantage on any roll. Where we left off was the party had just saved the village of Vineshade Firth and were rewarded with some newborn kittens from Sneezy Mayor Scully. After getting some training in Rakxe, they returned to the Tin Mines to meet a tall adventurer named Keziah, who claimed her allies were trapped in the mines, besieged by skeletons, and our stalwart crew walked right into the mines and set off a deadly trap, releasing a wall from the ceiling that split the group in two, as both Melody and Simon fell prey to poisonous giant spiders, and Bat and Sibo solved a tile puzzle to release the wall. Hari healed up the cleric back in the village of Vineshade Firth and spent the rest of their evening sleeping in Mayor Scully's home. And where we will pick up is the morning after, on Donnerstag, the 29th of the month, with what looks to be a lovely late spring morning, kind of around 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Are we getting up? Or...
Yeah, I don't think we'd be sleeping in.
Well...
There's a dungeon to be completed and defeated.
Yeah, I mean, but life goes on, right?
Yeah.
Another day.
Can Melody use that magical mug and create coffee?
Okay, so you grab
Melody
from Bat and think about coffee. Go ahead and roll a d6.
4.
The mug is filled with a luxurious, steaming pint of hot coffee flavored a little bit with vanilla and cinnamon. It smells aromatic and delicious. Perfect for a morning drink.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
She's going to share with Bat and Sibo and Simon. Does it refill, or is it just filled with that this one time?
It looks like it's just filled to the brim with coffee for this one occasion. Simon says, that's good coffee.
Is Bat storing it in his pocket or water, skin, or something?
Yeah.
For him for boost of espresso.
That's after everybody takes a swig. Bat takes the mug back and hides it in his cloak.
Oh.
The mayor wakes up. He's carrying this huge white fluffy cat in his arms named Princess, and he's sneezing and wheezing, and he says to you all, "Good morning. Ooh, my allergies are acting up today. I must be allergic to something. I assume you'd like some breakfast. I suggest you head on over to the Hairball. They've always got some nice eggs and toast and nice things to drink in the morning. Did you sleep okay? Achoo!
Yeah, we slept just fine, thank you. And she will have, she'll watch the mayor and put Sandy Paws in the exact same position, despite her size, and be like copying his petting of her.
He says, oh, that kitty cat looks so adorable. I'm glad you're enjoying her company.
Shall we Shall we go get food?
Yes. That sounds like a good idea.
That is sort of like, So the party gathers their belongings and says goodbye to the mayor and heads across the street to the tavern, where the red-headed young skinny bartender Abel is tending to a little kitty cat and a few patrons, as well as a number of tourists. It actually seems quite busy in the tavern this morning. It seems that the tea expo is back on, and that tables are being set up in the middle of the square for potters and farmers to show their tea-related accoutrements, like tea kettles and tea cozies and little tea balls and things like this. It looks to be like a lot of stuff is going on in the square and in the pub. Abel makes eyes with you, Melody, and waves you over to sit down at the bar because every other seat in the pub has already been taken. But the seats of the bar are empty.
She goes over and sits, and then... background noise. And then says, "Good morning. Can I help you out? You seem rather busy."
Yeah. Well, the tea festival is underway, and you are absolutely right, my dear. It's been a busy day or two ever since the tea festival has been put back on. But I'm excited that we have business is back.
I'm happy for you. We were thinking of heading over to, well, I don't know. Would you have some breakfast for us this morning?
Yeah, coming right up. 1 copper each.
Thank you.
So he takes, I think that is entirely out of money. Sort of like, can anybody help?
Melody will pay for Bat if he doesn't have any.
Yeah. It's like he has no money right now.
What happened to his money? I forgot.
He just doesn't have any. He spent it all.
Oh no.
Simon notices that Sideburns, his kitty cat, has jumped out of his bag, and he says to the party, "Just have breakfast without me. I gotta go chase after Sideburns." And he runs out of the tavern to go chase this little kitten.
Okay. Can Melody play with Sandy Paws while she's eating? And
The cat is really enjoying it. It seems like the two of you are bonding.
Can I train her to come when called? To come when I call her name?
Yeah, you can. In the tavern with all these people around, it's going to be a little more difficult. So you can try it, and you can try it.
Okay, I'll try.
Can you roll an animal handling check, please?
12.
Santa Claus kind of looks up at you when you call her name. It's like she recognizes it, but she doesn't understand the action of like coming toward you.
Okay.
She's kind of just sitting on the floor and looking up at you, wondering.
Yes. Unknown things.
Abel says, "So, how's the breakfast? You liking the eggs and flatbreads?"
It's delicious, thank you.
Yeah. So, are you staying for the tea expo, or do you have other exploits to get to?
I'm not entirely sure. And she looks over at the party. Are we going back to the tin mines?
I'm not sure. We kind of, we didn't go that deep, but we kind of got into trap and all that, so maybe we should rethink about our tactics going in. That would be my guess.
But we're going back then?
Eventually, but I don't know if it is going to be immediate.
Okay.
Abel overhears this conversation and asks you, "Well, did you find Zwocha, the cleric, last night? Did she heal you?"
Yes, she did.
She's a wonderful alchemist and is known to prepare scrolls and potions of healing. You might want to stop by her home before you head back to the tin mines. I hear it's dangerous. I hear that goblins, skeletons, and all kinds of creatures might be down there.
Yeah, it didn't look as, I don't know, it looked very dangerous lurking kind of thing. So we might have to think about that.
Well, tell me what you find. I love a good story, and I'm happy to share with the bards over here if you discover anything. Make sure to come back in one piece.
We'll try.
And he kind of like turns his attention to the growing horde of tourists bustling down from upstairs and sort of like demanding for places to sit. So he's clearly got his hands full, and he's turning his attention back to the people in the inn.
Shall we head over to Svota then?
Yeah. I'm sorry. It's
Zboha?
Zboha, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So the party makes their way back to Zboha's house. For some reason, Simon has not rejoined you all at the moment. Maybe he's somewhere around the litter box, chasing sideburns. But at the present moment, you do not see Simon in the main square. But the three of you make your way to Zboha's house in the northwestern part of town. And you can see through the front window that she's awake and walking around. Looks like she's drinking a cup of tea or something like that. But you can see that she's in her home.
Knock, knock.
She calls out, "Yeah, who's there?"
It's the same party from last night.
Oh,
It's a bonfire crew.
Bonfire crew, come right on in.
Good morning.
Thank you.
Hey, good morning. As she puts her cup of tea down in her saucer. Again, she's wearing really nice clothing and jewelry. It's a completely different outfit from the prior night. She looks to be like she's in a really good mood. She stares at you with her steely blue eyes and says, "So you're back so soon. How can I help you?"
Well, we heard that you're an alchemist and you might have some things for us.
Yeah, well, yes, I'm the town cleric. So I prepare all manner of spells and potions and charms for adventurers. We don't have so many adventurers coming through lately on account of the oozes, but now that the tea festival is back in session, I suspect that the rumors will abound and Vine-Shaped Firth will once again be known as a haven for tea lovers and adventurers from the entire kingdom.
I hope so. But we adventurers would like to complete our own quest, and we're wondering if you had any potions on hand, or if you were looking for anything in particular that maybe we could offer you in return?
Nothing really but more company. If you could find more tourists to come to our village and buy our pottery and tea, that would be fantastic. I don't need anything for me personally, but to answer the other part of your question, indeed, I have potions and scrolls. I have many a fine potion of healing, if that suits your group.
I think that would be perfect.
Well,
What do you think, party?
Bat, thank you. Bat just kind of says, I don't have any money, though.
Is there anything that we could do for you to repay you for these potions?
Well, come back alive, for sure. Maybe find some things in the tin mines to bring back to me. Melody, could you roll a persuasion check, please?
Yes. 24.
Wow.
She says, yes, indeed, there are things that you could do for me. If you could identify what sort of creatures are still in the tin mines and bring their bones back, that would give me some more information to inform the scholars in this village of what's been haunting the tin mines, and I can talk to my contacts in the city of Rakxe as well. That will help their city figure out if they should keep the mine sealed or not. So there's definitely something that you could do for me. I'd be willing to part with these potions at a smaller price, perhaps 40 gold instead of 50. Would that work out?
apart now, and the rest upon completion of our quest.
She says, yep, on your honor, the Bonfire crew has done a lot for this city, but on my honor, I have no assurance that you will return to my home after you've gone to the mine. So, how can we make an arrangement that's fair to all of us? Is there some possession of yours you have that you could keep here as collateral?
What if I left you my kitten?
Yeah. Would you?
I don't know if I could, but if that's the only thing that will convince you to let us have the potions and pay you later, then I'll bear it.
Okay, good. Could you make a persuasion check with advantage?
Thank you.
Because you've already gotten her in a good mood.
21.
She says,
Whoa.
it's a deal. I'll give your party 1 potion of healing in exchange for me being able to play with your very adorable little kitten. But you better come back. I don't want to keep this cat and be known as having a personality like that of Scully's. Don't tell him I said that, though.
We won't. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You are welcome. And she starts playing with Sandy Claus, and Melody, she hands over to you 1 potion of healing.
Oh. Sibo whispers something in Fuzzy Wuggy's ears. And Fuzzy Wuggy is going to go play with Melody's cat and Pearls at Zaboha's, legs, going around being all cutesy.
Zaboha says, Sibo, looks like your kitten also wants to make a deal. This is so adorable.
Yeah, I think it's reading your energy, and then I think, he likes you.
She relents and says, fine. I'll post both of your kittens. You both must promise to come back and bring me any evidence of what creatures you find and bring back bones that I could analyze. And I will give you a potion of healing.
Thank you, and at your service, I suppose.
She bows. That, as the 2 kittens leave the party, Bat mutters, thank goodness, I hate those things.
Melody's gonna shoot him a dirty look.
Okay. Zaboha says, well, enjoy the rest of your day. Good luck hunting in those mines. And do stay and enjoy the tea if you like drinking tea.
Thank you. Will do.
So the party leaves and goes back to the main square. It's just after 9 in the morning. It'll take you about half an hour to walk to the mines. You see your friend, the gnome, also in the main square at the dry goods shop, selling all manner of equipment. And a number of tables now have streamers and like colorful signs on them. So it looks like they're getting ready for the day to sell their pottery and tea blends and things like this. It looks to be like a lot of people are in Vineshade Firth right now.
Do we want to maybe find Simon, or do we want to head out?
Yeah, where is Simon?
Can Melody go over to the gnome and ask if he has seen Simon?
So you hop on over to Nosek the gnome with the big nose, and he says, yeah, I saw your friend this morning. He was with you all, and I saw him chase some kitten out of the tavern and run towards the litter box. But I can't see beyond the entrance to the village, so I don't know if he's still there or if he disappeared.
Then she's going to turn to Bat and Simo and say, he says she headed over to the litter box. Shall we go search there?
Yeah. Why don't we check one more time and see if Simon is there?
Alright.
Okay.
Party of 3 makes their way south out of the main exit of the village to the litter box, to the graveyard, lovingly known as the litter box, and you see a bunch of little kittens running around. It's like what you saw when you first got here. A lot of cats for such a small village. You can't quite see... Oh, actually, could you both make a perception check? Do that first. Looking for Simon.
Nat
21.
That's 20 and 21.
Yes.
Both of you detect some boot markings that look like they are probably Simon's. Head toward the main road, toward Rakxe.
Whoa. What does this mean? Did he just leave us?
I don't know. I don't think he'd do that.
That is bizarre. How about we track this?
Yeah, we're
And
not going to
see-
proceed with those tin mines without enough manpower.
Yeah, and I mean, it's weird that our friend is doing these kind of actions that we never seen before.
Mm-hmm.
We follow the footprints then, I suppose.
They follow footprints about 5 more minutes up to the eastern road. And could you all make a perception check?
12.
12.
So neither of you is completely sure, but you no longer see any boot marks in the shape of Simon's. So you're not sure if something happened. You just can't tell. However, you do both see wheel tracks on the road that could be going either north toward Rakxe or south back to Rakxe. You can't tell what direction it's going in.
Huh. I think we lost Simon. This seems like... Yeah, I don't know if we want to keep track Simon at this point. These wheels suggest either way, and I don't know. I mean, if Simon stormed out or went away for some odd reason, there's gotta be a good reason. I mean, it's odd that there's no letter or anything. That I find it very bizarre, but I think we're in a pickle here. What do you think, Melody?
Daytime is wasting. I think we should follow this. I don't know. I mean, he is a person who was in our group, and he's important. We can't just leave him hanging because we give up. But I don't know if it's going to be worth it. It looks like it'll be a lot of trouble to find him, because things just keep getting harder and not easier.
Yeah, and my gut tells me that there's a good reason why Simon stormed out or somehow poof, went away.
Does he need his space, maybe?
I'm not sure. Maybe it's something. I have a feeling it might be something personal reason that we may not know about as a, group. So I don't know. What do you think? So are we still up for tin mines? I know Bat's always ready.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm with Bat. So if he wants to go, we'll go.
Tin Mines.
Okay.
Says bad.
So we'll just proceed with caution, I suppose.
Caution.
So can I cast one for Goodberry? So I have 10 Goodberries in hand.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna use my spell slot and create 10 Goodberries.
Okay.
Just in case. And then, we'll distribute as we see.
So for now, you're gonna hold on to all of them.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna give four each to Bat and Melody, and keep 2 in my hand.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, potion's awesome, but these are, some emergency stuff, so it's a little backup. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, this is probably going to take everything we've got.
Yeah, getting there was not easy. And do you remember that woman who came out dragging her crew's body? She told us, don't go in there, it's a bad news. So, yeah, I know we love adventure, but this might be something, a little more than we can chew, possibly.
Well, the least we can do is our best.
Yep, and try not to die.
Yeah. Well, I would hope that would be our best.
Yeah. Hey, I would love to hear you sing more, so you better be alive.
Aw, thank you.
And Bad, you need to you need to fight more, so you better stay alive as well. Okay, so are we calling for Tin Mines?
Tin Mines it is.
Okay.
See, but one thing you're noticing, as it's almost 10 o'clock now. One thing you're noticing is that you're feeling really weighed down by all the things that you've been carrying lately. You are, after all, a gnome, and things are getting really heavy, which may slow you down the closer you get to the Tin Mines and when you might engage in battle with stuff.
So what's my option here?
So what's happened so far? I just got here.
Yeah, what's up? The party is making their way to the Tin Mines.
Okay.
And Sibo just gave you 4 good berries to hold on to.
Oh, okay.
And Simon disappeared in the direction of Rakxe.
Okay.
And my backpack is getting heavy, so I have to figure out something. Leave something behind. Pack light. I don't know.
Wait, how much is your strength?
I'm a gnome. So
how much is your strength though?
9.
Oh, never mind. I was gonna say weight's kind of busted in D&D anyway, so you can carry a lot even if you're tiny, if you just have good strength. But you have 9, so never mind.
So your rations are crazy heavy, and you have 20 of them.
So
you have a hunting trap that's for 25 pounds.
Wait, why don't we just spread it around the party? Just give me some of your rations, and then I can hold it for you for later.
Bat, how much can you carry for me?
Oh my god, I have to pull out carry rules.
Yes, you do.
Carry rules, those are lame. What was it? D&D carry rules.
Bat, your strength is 15.
5 more pounds.
You can carry quite a lot more, actually. About
there's
100 pounds more.
Equation for it or something. I don't remember.
And Melody can carry about 65 more pounds.
Yeah. So, Sibo, if you wanted to, you could split up all your items so that Melody and Bat carry them for you.
So I'll give 10 rations each to Bat and Melody. So that will be 20 pounds for you guys.
10 pounds each.
Wait, what are you giving me?
Oh, wait, you're giving 10 rations each?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 20 pounds each.
Yes. So does our party all have dark vision? It was only Simon who didn't have dark vision, right?
Yeah, well, no, I don't have dark vision.
You don't?
No.
Oh, okay. So, let's see. Oh, does anybody need water skin?
No.
Do everybody have water skin? I got 3.
Sure. Yeah, we have that in our packs.
Also,
Okay.
why are you carrying around enough rations for 20 days?
Yeah. And why do you have 3 water skins?
Okay.
But that's a lot of food.
Maybe you should eat that food.
Yeah, we can consume some on the way. So I think, I got rid of 40 pounds already, so I should be all set.
Yeah.
And besides, fun fact about the good berry spell, 1 good berry is equal to 1 ration.
It is?
Yes. A good berry and a ration both will feed you for an entire day.
Okay. In that case, yeah, I only thought Goodberry was, like bringing, +1, hit point.
Nope.
Okay, so it can also work as a ration for whole day?
A whole day.
Wow.
But
not even just a meal.
For the whole day.
Each of your rations is not just a meal either. That's not 10 meals. That's 30 meals.
Yeah, it's 3. 1 rations per day is 3 meals per day.
Wow.
Yeah. So
yeah, I don't know how this calculates, but yeah, that's a lot of food in that case.
Yeah, you're carrying a lot of food with you for some reason too.
Okay. Split the food. Let's go to Tin Mines.
So it takes about half an hour to make your way back to the Tin Mines. You see the bedrolls outside the front entrance, and it does not look as if the fire pit had been lit at all the prior night. And you see no indication that Keziah has been there recently, but the front door is wide open, which is how you left it yesterday.
So, are we just heading in, or are we gonna try to inspect before we get in?
I think we should just go in, because if it's the same as before, I don't know, nothing should be off.
Yeah, but can Melody go find that tripwire and step over it or something?
Yeah, make an investigation check actually.
Wow. 9.
Melody, even though you can see the tripwire, you don't seem to be able to tell where or what it's connected to inside the wall. But you can see the wire. And you're a little afraid of touching it because you see where it goes in the wall. Alright. So, Melody can't do anything with this wire. Anybody else doing anything?
So can I investigate the tripwire thing?
Yeah. Make an investigation check. Bat, if you want to do the same, you can make an investigation check.
Sure.
13.
One second.
Okay. Sibo, same results.
That is investigation 12. So yeah. Nothing.
All 3 of you can see the tripwire, but you can't exactly tell how and where it goes into the wall, and you're all afraid of triggering the trap.
No, it's just a tripwire, so I'm just gonna jump over it.
Yeah. Okay, so you're now inside the tin mine in the ante-room of the first floor.
So will Melody. She'll follow.
Okay. Sibo?
Yeah, we're all sticking together this time. We're not going in like a single file last time, where we split up. That was not a good idea.
So you're now sitting in the anteroom where you were before. There's some dead giant spiders on the ground and tons of webbing and spider webbing, some spider blood stains on the ground. In the eastern part of the room, you see a wooden ladder that goes downstairs, and all along the walls of this anteroom, you see sconces in the wall where torches should go, but there are currently no torches in the room. So those of you who don't have dark vision, it's a little difficult to see. But because the front door is open, the sunlight's coming in.
Does anyone have a torch on them?
I have torch, so I'll hand one torch to Melody to use.
Cool. I'll use prestidigitation, or not prestidigitation. Sorry, I mean thaumaturgy to light the torch on fire with a little fire.
All right.
Yeah.
The party now has light, and Melody's carrying a lit torch.
Yay! Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, we go downstairs then.
Yep. Let's just head downstairs.
Okay, what's the order in which you're going down? Who's going down first?
I should go down first, then Melody, then Sibo is the most reasonable one because I'm going to be in the front and then Sibo in the back, and then Melody you can do. You're in the middle. You do either. Yeah.
So when we head down, are we essentially doing I'm the spellcaster, Sibo's the long distance fighter, and you're the up close fighter guy?
I mean, you're a bard, so you can do either up close or spellcaster ranged stuff. Just depends what's better in that situation. And
Simon is now
Sibo.
dead.
Oh wait, Simon's dead?
No, he's not dead. He's missing. He's like not present.
Oh, okay, yeah. So,
No, not really, but well.
I mean, whatever works for the fight, or whatever fights we get into, just do either whichever one is most, like, reasonable. And Sibo, probably just go ranged, because you already have, you have bad strength and also a longbow, so makes sense. Okay, let's just head down.
All of you are now on the second level of this tin mine. The size and shape of the room is a little bit larger than the ground floor, and you see a lot of disused equipment here, like rusty pickaxes, a wheel from what looks to be a mine cart that the wheel is sort of rusted over and bent. That's about it you see on this floor. You also see that the wooden ladder continues down to a third floor, going deeper into the mine.
I guess go deeper in the mine if there's nothing in this area.
Melody would like to investigate the tools and things to see A, if there's anything useful, and B, if there are any hidden doors or something in the room.
Okay. Whoever wants to search for useful things or hidden doors, just let me know and go ahead and roll a perception check. So that's Melody. Anybody else?
Yeah, sure. I'll try to. Never mind. You got an 18.
Melody finds a lever on the wall that looks to be connected to the entire, to most of the entire floor. This looks to be some sort of elevator function where the people and objects on the floor can move up and down based on how you turn this lever. The lever is currently in the middle position.
Should we pull it down or up? Either one. Anyone have any opinions on pulling it? I'm gonna pull it if no one has anything to say.
Let's pull it down a little bit and see what happens.
Okay, I'm pulling it down.
Can you make a strength check back?
Never mind. No, I'm not. That's a 4.
Can
Bat,
Melody go over?
Bat, you're almost like putting your feet on the wall to try to get this lever to move, but it is stuck.
Can Melody go over and try to help?
You can make your own strength check.
Okay. Strength check. 18.
Melody, you manage to get the lever to move down in the downward position, but it looks like whatever pulley is attached to this floor is stuck in some way. But you can tell by how the friction that you feel when you try to push the lever down, you can feel like the floor is supposed to go down, but something is causing it to be stuck.
Okay. Can I put it back in position then?
Yep. And it goes back into position. Nothing in the room changes.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to punch the lever down.
All right, go ahead and make a strength check.
That is a 18 to that check.
So that the same thing that happened to Melody happened to you. You can feel friction and everything, but this lever looks stuck, or something is stuck in the pulley system. The floor is meant to go down, but right now it's not able to go down.
Okay, let's just leave this room and go to the next one.
Melody would like to fix the lever.
How would you like to do that? With how?
Back to the neutral position.
Okay, so it's back in the neutral position. Yep.
Because
Wait,
I don't
actually-
want this thing to come down on our heads when we're in a room.
What thing?
The floor.
Oh, yeah,
If we
no,
go down
fair.
and the floor is aimed to go down,
Wait, give me a second. I think I might have something to get this.
Okay.
Can Sibo,
Never mind. I don't have anything. Wait,
can Sibo...
no, I've got it.
What?
Never mind, Sibo, keep going.
Okay.
I have
Sibo?
something, I'm just gonna... You were already talking.
So, can I do an investigation check on the lever and whether it is connected to anything or what it's supposed to do? Is it investigation or perception?
Well, that specific action is investigation. You're just trying to find out what it's connected to.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out the Luke's Lucky Mug, and I'm gonna think of, like, some...
I'm
Well-
sorry, but unfortunately, we drank coffee this morning.
Did you really use the mug this morning?
Yeah.
God damn it, the mug is already useless. Why? This was the one time where I was like, no, I'm gonna big brain use the mug. My... Okay, so my plan was to make some kind of, like, something close to, like, grease or, like, oil that I could put in the lever and see if that would, like, unhinge it. Like, if it was rusty, it would use the oil and then it would get loosened and then we could pull it down and it would be easy. Whatever, let's go downstairs, the next floor.
Alright, Sibo got a 22 on investigation. Sibo, you can tell that the lever and the floor mechanism is all part of an elevator, and that whatever is causing it to be stuck must be downstairs.
In that case, we'll go down.
Alright. So the three of you head downstairs with what looks to be the bottom level of this mine shaft, and when you get to this level, it's a much larger room than you've seen on the top two floors. Let's say it's about 35 feet square. You see tracks with carts on the track that are empty and full of cobwebs. Sconces on the wall that all look they haven't been used in a while. And in the corner of the room, you see two bodies that are fully clothed, and they look to be two people that look dead, and dead recently, because the bodies have not wasted away to become skeletons. You also see that where the wooden ladder continues downstairs to the fourth floor, it seems to be sealed off with some sort of clay and it's like a clay and dirt mixture that's sealing off the path of the ladder to go downward. But you see that there is a path that goes downward.
It's just blocked.
But it's blocked.
Can Melody inspect the
Okay.
bodies?
Yeah. Can you make a perception check?
8.
You roll over both of the bodies, Melody, and you see what looks to be like puncture wounds from a dagger or a sword in the backs of both these men. One of the men is an elf, one of them is a human. They look to be dressed like adventurers.
Do they have any possessions around their clothes?
You could search their bodies.
Is it investigation or perception?
No, you don't have to roll for that. You can just search their bodies.
Okay, so we search their bodies. What we get?
One of them is wearing a leather suit with a big tear in the back where they were stabbed. One of them carries a short sword. The other one carries 2 rusty daggers. And it looks like they both used to have coin purses, but the coin purses have been ripped off of their belts.
Okay.
So basically a bunch of rusty old weapons.
Except short sword. Short sword is good.
Yeah.
And there are two rusty daggers, you said?
Mm-hmm. And a suit of leather with a big tear in the back.
Melody, do you want this sword? You might be able to sell it for money.
Yeah, I'll take the short sword.
And should we bring the dagger and just throw it at enemy? Do you think that might be useful?
I mean, you can do more damage with your longbow and your
No, what I'm saying is to Melody. We don't have to collect back because it's rusted, but we can maybe do little damage.
But you can do more damage with your spells or longbow, so doesn't really matter.
No, I know, but I'm asking Melody if she wants to bring it so that she can use it. I know I have longbow.
No, I know. I'm saying Melody's magic does more damage.
Yeah, probably. But I'll take the 2 daggers, the 2 rusty daggers, and gingerly tuck them into the side of my pack within reach.
So let's figure out what the hell is blocking.
So the party walks toward the pulley mechanism and sees a series of metal clamps and structures that look like it's all bolted into place. So if you try to use the lever, it's not going to move the floor. You'd have to find a way to, with tools or something, to undo all the clamps from holding the pulleys in place.
Can I try to attach the clamps?
Yeah. Go ahead and make a strength check.
Never mind, that's a 7.
Try as you might, you cannot seem to wrap your fingers around any of the clamps, and you imagine you must need some sort of metal tool to do anything with the clamps.
Can Melody inspect the tracks and carts to see if they've been used recently or if they're tampered with in some way?
They have not been used recently, and it's really dark. The passage that the rails continue down to. So you could stay on this level and follow along the tracks, or you can figure out a way to go downstairs to the 4th level. But the mine carts themselves and the tracks have not been used recently.
I just did a strength check and I got 17, so I'm gonna try to pull what Bat did. Does that
same result? Same result. No matter how you try and pull, you cannot retrieve any of the clamps. It must be some sort of special tools that you need to undo them.
I wish Simon was here to detect magic or something.
I think it's just a metal thing.
Make an insight check to see if the tools, if she might have seen something that would be helpful upstairs.
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
10.
Nope, nothing in particular.
Okay, I guess let's find a tool. I'm gonna start investigation to find metal tool.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check. You're inspecting the room to see if there's tools.
That is a perception. 16.
Yeah, that you find some pickaxes covered in cobwebs. They're made out of metal with a wooden hilt. You find a couple of these things. You see a couple of torches that are unlit and haven't been used yet, and a few empty bottles, and a pair of miner's gloves.
Okay, I'm gonna take the pickaxe and start hitting the clamp with the pickaxe. Hitting the pickaxe with the clamp. Wait, shoot. Oh my god. Sorry, I just got a flu shot. My brain
okay?
And hurts.
Can Melody stand in the middle of the room and cast Detect Magic?
Hold on, let's finish Bat's action first.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the pickaxe and hit the pickaxe on the clamp.
Okay,
there you
make
go.
A strength
I can
check.
speak English.
Make a strength check.
Ooh, that is a 21 on strength.
Yeah. Try as you might, Bat, your strength alone does not seem to be enough to remove or even move these clamps from the pulley system.
Okay, well, Melody, do your thing. I've got nothing left.
Detect Magic.
Melody, you do not detect any magic on this floor except for the objects that you have on the three of you. So the mug, the Falkmacan Bandor, that's about it.
Okay,
and
I'm gonna
just
look.
like that, she lost a spell slot.
I'm gonna look for extra levers and pull any that kind of stuff.
Make a perception check. Anybody else who wants to help that, you
That's
can also
a
make a
nat
perception.
20 with a wisdom of +1, so 21.
That you do not uncover any other levers in this room, but you see that some of the dirt that's surrounding the wooden ladder that goes downstairs must have recently been kicked away or chipped away at. Somebody or something was trying to remove the clay from the hole that goes downstairs.
I'm gonna take the pickaxe and start going at the clay.
Okay, make a strength check.
That is 18. Yeah, +2. Yeah, 18.
Okay, go ahead and roll a d8
A D8.
and add your strength modifier.
That is 8.
So you do sort of 8 damage to the ground and start almost using it like a spade to construct a hole into the area that goes down to the 4th floor. And it looks like the clay is getting slightly more loose, as if it were possible to break all of it and jump downstairs.
God, if we had the mug, we could have made some water, and then the clay would be soft. Wait, we have water skins. Never mind. I'm just gonna start pouring the water from my water skins on the clay, so then it's soft.
Okay.
And then I could dig easier.
Anybody else helping that with this? There are a couple of pickaxes. It's not just one pickaxe.
Melody is going to stand watch and peer down both tunnels to make sure there's nothing surprising them from there.
Okay. Sibo, are you doing anything?
I'm gonna stay back a little.
Okay, Bat, go ahead and make another strength check, this time with advantage.
Oh, sick. That was a 19 and 18.
Okay, so
+2.
go ahead and roll D8.
21. D8. Plus the strength, right?
Plus your strength, yep.
Okay. That is a 7.
Okay, so Bat, you've managed to get the hole a little bit wider. An ooze could get down there from the 3rd floor to the 4th floor, but nothing humanoid side yet. But you're definitely making progress, and the water has in fact made the clay a little bit easier to pick at.
Does anyone want to join me in breaking this, or y'all want to find something else?
Make a perception check to see if she sees any movement or danger down the tunnels.
Where Bat is Picking at the floor?
Or hearing
where?
the mine shaft.
Oh, in the mine shaft. Yeah, go ahead and make a roll. Perception.
Nat 20.
Melody, you don't detect any noise, any sense, any other presence down the hallway for where the rails go.
Okay, Melody's gonna go and help Bat.
Okay, so Bat and Melody, can you both make strength checks, please, with advantage?
Fell off. 16, 12. 18 on my check, and I'm gonna roll the thing, the D8. That's 8 on the roll.
Melody?
That's a modified 2.
So Bat manages to take a pretty big hunk of clay, which drops down to the 4th floor, whereas Melody swings the axe and manages to strike the stone wall next to the ladder. So it looks like a miss. Bat, at this point, you can actually see downstairs, and it looks, from what you can tell, it looks like there's a proper looking floor, like paved stone floor. And that's all you can see down there. There's no lights or anything, but it looks like you can see a paved stone floor going one floor down. The hole is still not quite big enough for all of you to get down there. You need to keep picking at it.
Does anyone have a faster way to do this? Because I feel like just swinging at it with a pickaxe is going to take a long time.
Can I use prestidigitation? This is just curiosity, to instantaneously clean the edges of the hole from dirt to like remove the dirt and make it wider?
You can do that.
Yay! Okay, cool.
So by doing that, Bat has a much better sense of precisely where he needs to aim the head of the pickaxe to get the largest clumps of clay to fall to the bottom.
Well, I guess just keep picking at it again.
Okay, Sibo, are you doing anything?
I'm trying to see how I can help in this situation. I'm thinking. So.
Okay. So while you think, Bat, go ahead and make another strength check. This time with advantage again.
That is 18.
You hit. Go ahead and roll the 8.
9 damage.
Bat, the hole is big enough for like a halfling or a gnome to go down. Tiefling, how big are you? How tall are you?
Like human sized.
Okay, so it's big enough for like the others except for you. But you're getting pretty close to knocking out the majority of the clay that has sealed the 3rd floor to the 4th floor.
Okay, I'm picking again.
Okay. Yeah,
advantage still?
Wait, before you pick, can Melody use prestidigitation to warm the clay so that it's softer?
Yep, you can do that. The surface where Bat is aiming is currently a little bit more warm. Yep.
That's a 19.
Bat, you hit. Go ahead and roll the 8 once more.
4 damage.
The hole is now big enough for all of you to go down to the bottom level.
Sick. Okay, let's go down.
Okay.
In what order are you going down?
Same order as before.
Okay.
That good?
So Bat, then Melody, then Sibo?
Yeah.
Yes.
Bat, also go ahead and take 15 experience points for figuring out how to get to the 4th level.
Oh, cool.
So, you all sort of jump down to the 4th level and notice these walls look very nice. It's paved stone, both on the ground and on both on the side walls. And there's a passage that leads around the corner in the shape of a U. There's no direct way to get back up other than finding a way to use a rope or climbing the walls back up. So there's no ladder that goes directly from here going up. But the hole is now open between the 3rd and the 4th floor because Bat picked it open.
Okay, we probably should have thought of a way to get back up. But you know what? We're here now. It's fine.
Yeah.
I have rope when we need to get back up.
Oh.
Yeah,
good.
but like we gotta get the rope up there to stay up there.
Mm-hmm. Like to weight it down or anchor it somehow. Yeah. Well.
Okay, whatever. We're here now. Let's just see what's up.
I have an idea for that when the time comes.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess we should just investigate this tunnel now.
So this tunnel winds around a corner and goes to an arched doorway that's open. And through this doorway, you see a fairly large, pretty nice room. It's about 40 feet by 20 feet. And the floor is covered in expertly designed hexagonal tiles. As you get closer to the archway entering the room, you see a mural of arcane-looking letters and patterns covering the ceiling. And in the center of the room on the floor, it looks like an altar to some ancient god.
Do we see like a sign, like what the sign looks like?
Sign? What? Sign of what?
No, like like religion.
Oh, well, you haven't gone there yet.
You
haven't gone there yet.
Okay.
But you can. Directly across from you, you see another archway going, so like parallel from you, and back because you're in the front. You can also see that there are a couple other doorways to your left. So there's like 4 or 5 doorways to this room, including the one that you're currently standing in. There's also some candles that are lit on the floor, indicating maybe someone's been here recently. So you see a number of candles on the floor, giving the room some dim illumination, but with Melody's torch, you can see pretty clearly. Everybody can see.
Can Melody try and detect if the hexagonal tiles are trapped or mechanized in some way?
Yeah, go ahead and make a... Let's see. Make an investigation check.
14.
Yeah, from where you're currently standing, you do not see any connections to tiles or if the floor or archway is trapped.
Mm-hmm.
So right now you're all outside of the room, but you can see into it.
Guess let's just open the room. Let's open the door and go in.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
Okay. So as the 3 of you entered the room and walked towards the altar, sitting in the center of the room, a wall coming from the archway that you just exited falls to the ground, sealing off the exit.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Any spiders this time? Or is it just the wall sealed off? The exit
wall is sealed off. You don't see any spiders. So it's a wooden altar to the god, to a particular god. You can all make a religion check if you want, and I can tell you some more. And next to the altar, you see a book, a very old-looking book. It looks to be a heavy book, maybe 1,000 pages or so, with writing in a language that I'm not sure if any of you can understand. So,
can I try and read it?
Yeah, make an intelligence check. And anybody who wants to know more about the altar, you can make a religion check and let me know what you get.
Intelligence check, go. That's a 19.
I got a religion check for 9.
I got a 19.
I have an 11 religion check.
Okay. Bat, you can detect that it's written in a Dwarven dialect. Can you read Dwarven or speak Dwarven?
I cannot read or speak Dwarven.
And anyone in the party?
No.
Nope. Okay, I'm gonna grab the book and take it for later and find a dwarf who can read it.
Okay, so you pick up the book. It's a pretty heavy book. It weighs about 5 pounds. It's quite heavy. Sibo, your religion check does not reveal you any more information about the altar. Bat?
For the religion?
Yeah.
That is a religion, intelligence, 17.
That you detect that this altar is to a god named Tyr. From what you know about the lore of Tyr, he is a very well-respected god to war and justice. And if you are a follower of Tyr, your word is your bond. Your word is sacred. So a lot of paladins, clerics, lawful good people follow Tyr. A guarantee of good faith from a Tyrian acolyte is to place your hand in the jaws of a monstrous wolf. But Tyr was once tricked by the gods, and such a wolf bit off his hand. So later in life, Tyr only had one hand. And that you can detect on the ceiling, you see some depictions of Tyr as only having one hand. So from here, now looking around the room, you see one door, one archway going to the left that you have not entered yet. And next to the door that got sealed off, there are two other doorways.
Okay, yes. Y'all want to go into another door?
Yeah, let's try open the door to the other one, see if there's anything.
Which door would you like to check out?
Right? Is there like one on the right and one on the left, or is it just like...
There's one on the left, which is directly across from the archway you came into, and next to the archway that you came into, there are two other doors.
No. I'm not particularly picky on which one to open. Does anyone have any strong opinions, or should we just pick at random?
I would say let's investigate the left one first, and then we can check the other two later.
Can Melody make a perception check to see if if it's trapped?
The west door?
Yes.
Yes. You said perception?
Yeah, I mean, I'll roll whatever you'd like, but...
Yeah, make a perception check.
Okay. That is an 8.
It looks like a very strong wooden door with a keyhole underneath the doorknob.
Okay, I'm gonna take my sickle and try to well, actually, first I should probably just try to open the door. Okay, I'm gonna try to open the door.
The door swings right open.
Never mind.
And it leads to a tiny room that can only fit one of you, so it's like 5 by 5. And there's another door directly to the left inside this tiny chamber.
Opening that door too.
Okay.
So is this where so Sibo and Melody can fit in?
Only one person can fit because it's only 5 foot wide, this tiny chamber.
So the chamber has another door to somewhere else?
Correct. To another yeah. So what is that trying to do? Open the door?
Yeah, just open the next door.
Can you make an investigation check, please?
That's a nat 20.
Okay, so I went out of order. What I was going to tell you is that the door is really stuck, but you rolled a nat 20, and basically you just need to push really hard, not where the doorknob is, but slightly lower, and you think that will help you unstick the door.
Okay, I'm gonna push there then.
Okay, make a strength check, please.
Oof, that one was not good. That's a 8 to my strength.
Nope. Bat, you try, but somebody else more strong than you is probably a better person to try to get this door open.
Yeah. Anyone else want to try?
Can Melody try?
Yeah, Melody, go ahead and make a strength check.
18.
Melody, you managed to push the door open, and it swings open so fast from your massively brawny arms that you kind of fall on the floor of this next room. This next room is a little bit smaller than the altar room you were just in. It's about 15 feet by 20 feet. inside this room, on the north side of the room, which is to your east, you see a shallow pit. And inside the pit is a coil of 50 foot of rope. Also on the north side of the room, on the wall, you see a tile mosaic of a legendary battle. On the floor, you see a number of keys that look rusty and corroded. Across from you, on the other side of the wall, looks to be a giant ooze, the color of which you have seen before in your travels in Vineshade Firth. Could you all please roll for initiative?
That is a 10 for me.
19.
18.
18. Melody, you're actually first to act. You see this giant, about 12 foot wide, yellowish brown jelly with it's oozing about, just sort of like oozing about, and it detects you, but you actually are first to act.
That ooze almost looked like Muck from Pokemon.
So, do we know if this ooze is the one that hurts the weapons?
You would have to make an intelligence check as your turn.
Okay.
Would you like to do that?
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Right, because I'm right there.
Yeah, you're the one who opened the door.
Yes. Well, you know what? No.
What?
No. For my turn, Melody. Yeah, I will make an intelligence check for my roll.
Yeah, so, this, from what you can recall, this is not the kind of ooze that corrodes metal weapons. You do know that this ooze, can split into two when it's hit by certain weapons. And, you also know that Simon does not like oozes like this. That's the end of your turn. Unless you have a bonus action.
No.
Or you can move. You can also move.
Backwards into the small room and outside to my friends?
Yeah, if you push that out of your way, you can do that.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I will, and I'm going to say non-corroding ooze.
Alright, so Bat, it's now
Okay.
your turn. I'm sorry,
Okay,
Sibo, 18.
So wait, so we can just go one at a time into that room?
You can. You can push Melody out of your way and go into the room if you wish.
Wait, so do we think that ooze is like in an attack like mode?
It looks like it is, from what Melody just told you.
I mean, I don't think we've seen any oozes that don't attack.
Yeah, it's also true.
Yeah, I mean, the room is really small, and yeah, once we're in, we're like basically just doing physical, like like close up with the thing. So
I mean, you can still stay, like, right next to the door and shoot him.
okay, I'll try that then. So can I go up to the door?
So you're going to push Melody out of your way, and then go up to the doorway?
Yeah, and try my longbow.
Alright, go ahead and roll.
19 to hit.
That hits. Tell us what you do for damage.
9 damage.
Wow. Tell us how you pierce this creature.
Looks like it has like a lengthy arm thing, so I'm aiming at that and then try to pierce it in the right middle of it.
Sibo, it works. And the protrusion from what looks like the belly of this monster winces and shrinks back into its body. It's now this thing's turn to move, and it goes diagonal over here.
Wait, can I move back after my attack? Because it's
No, your speed's only 25. So for you to push Melody out of the way and walk to the doorway, you can't move anymore.
Oh, okay.
Great.
Damn.
The jelly is... And that's the end of the jelly's turn. It's now Bat's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna go into the big room.
This room?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna kind of push Sibo into it so you can get in.
Oh. Can I push him the other direction?
Well, so you're gonna like drag him out this way so that you can get in?
Yeah, drag him out that way.
Yeah. That's good. I mean, that's gonna have to be your whole turn then, because... no, that's faster. You have 40. You have 40 speed.
Yeah.
So if you go 1, 2, 3, pull them out, 4, 5, 6, you can finish here in the doorway.
Does that count as my entire action?
Yeah, unless you have a bonus action.
I can't do anything. You know what? That's better than getting you killed. Yeah, I'll just do that.
Okay. It's now round 2. Melody, your first act.
I don't have killing spells. So I think I am going to... Do I know if a net would be useful against this creature?
We haven't tried it yet.
It's a slime, though.
Okay, I think she's gonna run in and use her rapier and short sword.
Okay, so your movement's going to be 25, so you can do 1, 2, pull blue out of your way. That's 3, 4, 5, so you can hit him diagonally with your short sword.
And rapier.
Okay, so go ahead and roll.
Okay, that's a 14 to hit with the rapier.
It hits.
And that does 8 damage.
As soon as you strike with your rapier, the jelly splits into 2. And the second one is like partially in the wall because it can creep through crevices and everything. Go ahead and keep going.
Okay, she's gonna hit the one. Does one of them look more hurt than the other, or are they equally strong?
They look equally in pain, let's say.
Cool. Well, she's gonna strike the one that's next to her with her short sword.
Yep.
That's an 8 to hit.
That hits. Tell us your damage.
And she does 7 damage.
That jelly also splits into 2. And this one is now crowding in that tiny space. That is the end of your turn.
And
Well done? Question mark?
Oh, crap.
Sibo, it's on you.
Bad.
Look what
Okay.
happened.
Oh, Jesus. So...
So, Sibo, you do notice, though, that the jelly closest to you and the one closer to Melody both look smaller than the one that's in the center of the room Melody's in.
So, I'm gonna move to diagonal to the right.
Okay, it's gonna get an opportunity attack on you.
Yeah, he can roll for that.
It misses. It tries to strike you as you're on your way and it misses.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my longbow to
Alright.
hit.
Okay, let's see what happens.
23 to hit.
You strike him with another arrow, Sibo. Tell us what your damage.
Another 9.
Sibo, your arrow flings itself through the air, lands in the gut of this creature, and it slowly shrinks and seeps back into the crevices of the floor, and it is now dead. Well done.
Yes.
At the end of your turn, Sibo?
How many speed do I have? I have 3 more,
25
right?
total, so you've already gone 10.
Yeah, so I got 15, so I'm gonna go back to where I was.
Alright, both jellies are now going to attack Melody. We're starting with the first one. It's going to swing a globule of gelatin at Melody's face. And it hits the wall and spatters onto the ground like a meatball at a fast food fight. It just breaks into a number of different pieces. The other jelly also tries to swing a pseudopod at Melody, a fist of yucky looking yellow pussy jelly, and it also misses. and the jelly flies over her head and lands on the floor in a disgusting puddle in that little chamber. And that is the end of the jelly's turn. We're going to now go to Bat.
I'm gonna go in the doorway, the second doorway.
Okay.
I'm gonna start punching at the glob.
Okay, do it.
Unarmed attack. 24.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
4 damage.
That is exactly enough to kill this thing. You punch and kick where it seems to matter the most, and it contracts and shrinks itself until it seeps into the ground and it is no longer in existence. Well done.
Sick.
Is that the end of your turn?
I mean, I can do a bonus action, another unarmed attack, but I don't know if that's like, if I can move before that to get to the other slime, so I'm just gonna say that's the end of my turn.
Okay, we're starting with the top of round 3. Melody, it's your turn to act.
So she's going to do the same thing. She will hit with her rapier and then with her short sword.
Okay, let's start with the rapier. So you want to start with your rapier?
Yes, and my rapier hits with a 14 if an 8
That does hit.
And it does 5 damage.
Okay, so the jelly does not break into 2, but it is starting to shrink from that damage, Melody.
And then the second time, she uses her short sword and hits with an 8 to hit with 8, right?
That hits. Yep.
And does 6 damage.
Melody, this thing is crumbling to its doom. It is almost dead. It is contracting. The jelly is contracting within itself, and it is shrinking to the size of a gnome. So it's gotten a lot smaller. That's the end of your turn. We're going to go to Sibo next.
Can I push both of them out, or I can't?
2. Yeah, you probably could. 1, 2. Push him forward. 3. Yep, that's 25 movement.
Okay. And I am gonna use my scimitar.
Okay.
23 to hit.
That hits. Tell us your damage.
It's 6 damage.
That's enough. Everybody go ahead and take 117 experience points. You managed to slay this jelly. It contracts and shrinks, and the rest of its pieces kind of melt into the ground of this nicely detailed room. So let me explain this room again. There is a pit in the northwest corner of the room that Melody saw, and inside the pit is a coil of rope. Along the northern wall, you see a tile mosaic of a legendary battle, and a bunch of keys in the center of the room that look rusted over. Let me see. And that's all you see in this room. You also see an exit. Another doorway in the southwestern corner of the room. So basically, you see 2 entrances to the room. The one you came in, and another one in the southwest corner of the room. What do you do?
Okay, I'm just gonna inspect the tapestry.
All right, so you're inspecting the mosaic. Go ahead and make a perception roll.
Perception. That is 12.
Yeah, you can tell that this must be connected to Tyrian history. This must be a heroic battle in the lifetime of Tyr. Most likely, the figures in this battle are followers of Tyr.
Okay. Wait, was there any doors in this room?
Yeah, so the one you came in, and then there's one southwest that you have not investigated yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna go investigate that door.
Melody will help.
Okay, so it looks like a strong wooden door without a doorknob, so you're not quite sure how to open this door.
Wait, what is it again?
It looks like a really strong wooden door,
oh, okay,
but it doesn't have a doorknob, so you're not quite sure how to open it.
Can Melody push on it? Like push on one side and then push on the other side?
Yeah, go ahead and make a strength check.
Let's see. 18.
You push, and it doesn't seem like it's strength that's needed to operate this door.
Regardless of which side she pushes on?
No, you can only push it from your current side of the room.
But
current
which
side of the door. Yeah, you can't get to the other side yet.
So I feel like I'm assuming we need to pull this, but doesn't have a door handle.
Hmm.
I think it's probably like a button or a lever.
Would you like to do a perception check and see if you can find something?
Sure.
Okay.
Never mind, that's 3.
Yeah.
Disregard me.
Can I do a perception check?
Yeah, go ahead.
I got 18.
Yeah, so Bat searches aimlessly, kind of scratching at the floor and on the walls, doesn't really find anything. Sibo, however, seems to find a mechanism that suggests you have to delicately slide the door up and hold it so that you can walk through under it. And if you're not able to hold it up, the door will fall back to the floor and slam shut.
So I think this is Bat's job. Does he have the best strength?
That's what I'm saying. It's not strength. It's like dexterity to hold it up so that it doesn't.
Yeah, okay. I probably have the best dexterity. I'm the monk.
What's
Let me.
What's your
17.
dex?
17.
Okay.
Same.
Unless, does anyone have any better dex?
No.
Okay.
Mine is 16, just below.
Okay, it's time to slide the door.
Alright, make a dexterity
So
check, please.
Dex check. That's a 5.
That you try to slide the door, but you're not able to get it in a position so that your arms or back can prop the door open.
Can Melody
okay.
try?
Melody can try.
13.
Melody, you try using all your might and wisdom about the softer points of the door, and you are not able to hold the slot open long enough for anybody to crawl through.
I roll 17. Does that do anything?
Sibo, you managed to slide the door open. It would be a good idea to find some device to hold it open, to keep it open. Otherwise, you're going to have to make a couple strength checks to allow your friends to go through.
Is there some kind of rock around that I can use it?
Not on the floor. The floor looks pretty clean. It looks like you're in some sort of whatever this floor is. Whatever you see here looks to be dedicated to some religious figure. So you're not finding any random spare rocks anywhere.
So at this point, can I let one of them in?
Yeah, make a strength check.
Woo, 17.
Okay, you hold open the slot long enough so that, well, Melody was closest, because Melody was the last one to act. So Melody can jump into the other room. And let me describe for you what you see in the other room, Melody. So in this other room, it's the same exact size as the room you just came from. Several alcoves are cut into the northern wall, and on the floor you see spirals of black stones, which looks like you could pick up, or somebody laid them down in the shape of a spiral. In the northeast corner of the room, there is an open fire, and over this open fire is a fat hog. And so the room is filled with a beautiful aroma of crispy bacon, dripping in a combination of honey and its own fat.
Wow.
In the center of the room, you see 3 humongous rats that look like they have spots all over their face and arms, like something. They don't quite look undead to you, but they look like something is wrong with these rats. As well as 3 skeletons pop out of the ground. I'd like you to all please roll for initiative.
Oh, crap.
Okay. 14 on initiative.
13.
24.
24. Holy cow.
Nat 20, but it doesn't do anything, I don't think.
No, it makes a difference.
So is there perks to rolling net 20 on initiative?
Yeah, you're more likely to go first.
Well, yeah, besides that. I wasn't sure if there was like a bonus thing.
I don't think there's a bonus thing.
Okay.
Alright, so here we are. You're at the bottom of the screen, room 5 and room 6. So 5 is about the same size as the room you just came from. Melody was the only one to get in, and Melody sees all this mess. Sibo's still trying to hold the door open so that can go through. However, Melody, you are first to act.
Well, if I wasn't first to act, I would be shocked.
You can still be shocked. But these rats, the rats and the skeletons, they turn to you immediately. Also, I didn't say this before, but the skeleton that's closest to you looks like it's wearing a helmet, so it's more heavily armored than the other two skeletons, which are carrying bows on their backs.
Bows?
Correct. These are skeletons with bows.
Okay. Melody is going to cast... Alright, Bane or Sleep? 30 foot, does that help let her reach?
The distance is 30 feet. You can reach everybody. The pig in the corner of the room is 25 feet away. Oh, I'm sorry, it's 30 feet away. So you can reach everybody.
Okay. She's going to actually cast Sleep.
Okay.
And she's gonna cast it with a 2nd level spell slot.
Okay.
So that is 7d8.
Do I need to make a save?
No. I just have X number of hit points.
So where are you pointing it? Like in the center of the room so all of them are affected?
Yeah, she's gonna point it to that square between the two rats furthest apart.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
And okay, you hit 5d8. Oh, I'm sorry, 7d8 creature.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll.
That's 38 hit points total.
Okay. I got to do the math on this. 38 hit points total.
I think it starts with the creature with lowest hit points.
Okay, so the two rats in the center that are closest are now asleep. And so is the third rat, is also asleep. And skeletons can also fall asleep. So, this rat is asleep. This rat is asleep. Rat is asleep. And hit points. And you get one more. This skeleton with a bow is asleep. But the other two skeletons are not affected.
Okay, so Melody is going to turn to Sibo and Bat, and she's going to say, hit the non-sleeping creatures. Avoid the sleeping creatures. Don't hit the sleeping.
Okay.
Because if we can
Sounds
take
good.
those out, then we can choose when we kill what. And we won't
Yes.
get
I have a question on the map. So what is that thing left diagonal from the number 5?
This is a skeleton.
Oh, okay. But it's
With
like
a helmet on.
different sign.
It's a skeleton with a helmet on, so it's more heavily armored.
Okay, got it.
Sibo, it's now your turn. You're still struggling to hold this door open for Bat. What do you do?
I need strength check, right?
If you're gonna try to hold it open so that Bat can go in on his turn.
Yes, I got 16.
Okay, so you managed to hold it open. The skeletons are now going to attack. This skeleton with the bow is going to attack Melody first. It slings an arrow and misses. The arrow hits the wall. The other skeleton is going to move forward. It looks like it's carrying a sword, and it's going to strike Melody with his sword. Melody, that's a hit. It pierces you with its sword for 5 points of piercing damage. I believe you're at 18 now?
Yes.
So my question, did Bat go in?
Well, it's
not my
Bat's
turn.
turn now. So, Bat, are you going in?
Okay, I'm going in, and I'm gonna move.
So you're gonna push Melody out of your way to get in. And you're gonna keep moving?
Yeah, I'm gonna move towards the other skeletons, the two up there shooting us.
Yeah, with speed of 40, you can get here. You can even move here. Up to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna move right there.
Okay.
And I'm going to flurry of blows and hit both skeletons. First one, that is 7. Never mind, that one doesn't hit. Second
That one doesn't
hit. Second one is a 19.
That one hits. Tell us your damage.
5 damage on that skeleton.
Yeah, so you managed to punch and crack this sleeping skeleton. It is very vulnerable.
Wait, those ones are sleeping?
That one was sleeping.
Oh. Okay, well, whatever. Too late.
Is that the end of your turn?
I don't know. Can I still do the bonus action?
Disengage, yes.
No, not bonus. No, bonus action unarmed after doing flurry of blows and not just an unarmed attack. I mean, I guess flurry of blows.
I thought flurry of blows was using a key point.
It does use a key point, but it uses a key point for me to use 2 unarmed attacks. And you can do a bonus attack after your unarmed attack. So I'm not sure if that counts.
Bonus unarmed attack.
Yeah, it's a bonus unarmed attack after you do an unarmed attack, but flurry of blows is just 2 unarmed attacks. That uses a key point.
Yeah, I would say you can't do it again then.
Okay.
That is an unarmed attack already. Yeah, what do you want to do?
Yeah, that's the end of my turn then.
Alright, the rats are gonna move, but I think they're all sleeping. Oh, this one is not sleeping.
No, all 3 rats are. I think all 3 rats should be sleeping.
They all are supposed to be sleeping. For some reason, that one didn't save. So...
Wait, no, I'm gonna read monk stuff.
Yeah, please do. So all the rats do nothing. That's the end of round 1. We're gonna start round 2, and Melody, you're first to act.
Okay. Let's go with the rapier short sword combo on the armored skeleton.
Okay, let's do it.
So, delete all the D8 dice. That is the rapier. That's a 21 to hit.
That hits.
That does 11 damage.
Wow, you tell us how you strike this thing.
She just takes her rapier and tries to slide through the ribs since they appear to be the thinnest bones.
You make an enormous gash through this creature's ribs, and you see that a number of its bones are now falling apart. And if it had guts, the guts would be spilling all over the ground. This skeleton is almost about to die.
And she's gonna use her short sword to try and decapitate it.
Okay, let's do it.
And that is a 13 to hit.
That just misses.
No! I rolled
Good try, though.
Oh, I messed up flurry of blows. Whoops.
What happened, Bat?
Okay, so it's flurry of blows. You're supposed to use your right after your attack action, so I can make 1 unarmed, and then I can do 2 unarmed as a bonus with the flurry of blows.
But you have to make the first one as unarmed before?
Yeah, the first one's supposed to be a normal unarmed.
Okay. So we'll do that going forward.
Yeah.
Sibo, it's now your turn. You're still struggling, holding the door open. What are you doing?
Can I get myself through in?
Yep. You are now in the room with everybody else.
Okay, so I am going to use... let's see. I'm going to use my scimitar.
Alright, let's do it.
24.
That hits. Tell us your damage.
It's 5 damage.
That's enough. Tell us how you kill this armored skeleton.
I slash diagonally from its upper shoulder, across the chest, and down to its exits. It's to left pelvis.
Wow. With an amazing display of arm work, Sibo dispatches the skeleton. It falls into a pile of bones and an iron helmet. And is that the end of your turn, Sibo?
And can I move to the corner?
Yes, you can.
Yes, I will stay there.
Alright, this skeleton is still sleeping, but this one can attack. It's going to attack that. And misses. The arrow lands wildly on the floor. We are now going to go to Bat for his turn.
Okay. 1 second. I'm going to start. Why is my. Okay, never mind. My phone is being weird. I'm going to unarmed attack the skeleton that I already hit before.
Okay.
That's a 21. Does a 21 hit?
Yeah, it hits.
Yeah, okay. And then I do 6 damage.
Okay, so I actually just read that skeletons are immune to sleep, which I didn't know, but now I know. So this skeleton wakes up from getting hit by Bat's flurry of unarmed punches. Boo, is that the end of your turn?
No, I'm gonna
Did you get another?
Yeah, I'm gonna do flurry of blows now again.
Okay.
And then attack both skeletons 1 time.
Okay.
Oof. That's terrible. I rolled a natural 1.
Oh, that misses. On the other one?
Oh, yeah, the other one. That is 16.
That hits. Tell us your damage.
That is 5 damage.
Yes, so it has 8 hit points left. You managed to strike and punch and kick at it. And it's loose. You can see it's loosening its grip a little bit on its bow, but it still has you in its sights. The rats are still sleeping, so we now go back to Melody.
Thank you. Melody is going to go up to Bat, and she's going to use her rapier on the more wounded skeleton,
Okay.
and her short sword on the more wounded skeleton, and then her rapier on the less wounded skeleton.
Okay, let's try it.
Okay. That is an 8 to hit.
That misses.
So her short sword does not hit, and her rapier, she'll go for the less wounded skeleton as well, since she missed.
So you have to go like this. Yeah, I'll let you do that.
And she rolls a 15 to hit.
That's enough. So you strike with your weapon. Tell us your damage.
11 damage.
You swing your weapon, and a flurry of bones gets knocked against the wall as this once undead-looking creature has now succumbed to its fate. That's the end of your turn. We are now going to go to Bat. I'm sorry, not
Again?
Bat. Sibo.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, so the armor skeleton is done, right?
Correct.
I am going to attack. So sleep. How long do they sleep? Is it random or
1 minute.
is it
So
1 minute?
10 rounds or 1 minute.
Okay, so that's actually pretty good because So how many turns left until they wake up?
7.
7. Okay. I'm gonna move right in front of the door that we came in
Okay.
and shoot the skeleton.
Okay, go ahead.
Wait, is the skeleton right next to you still alive?
No, this one's dead.
Okay, yeah.
15.
That's enough, Sibo. Tell us what you do with your damage.
And that's 10 damage.
That's enough. You knock out the skeleton with an arrow in the same way a bowling ball would knock out the remaining pins of a split, and the bow flings out of the skeleton's arms and lands on the ground, and you have murdered the last skeleton in the room. We're now going to go to that.
So does this pig look evil? Wait, no, that's what pig
looks
like roast.
Really delicious. It's crackling. Like the bacon is crackling. It smells like honey maple.
I thought the pig was alive.
Oh, it looks dead, and it's on a spit.
Yeah. Okay.
Your mouth is salivating. It's just like you can't. If you had a fork and a knife, you would peel right into its back right now and get some bacon.
I'm gonna move right next to the 2 rats.
Okay. Here.
Yeah. And I'm going to, just punch the one in front of me.
Okay.
Unarmed attack. That is a 19
that hits.
To hit. 7 damage, and then I'm going to attack the other one.
To kill that rat. Wasabi's a little disturbed by all of this.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna, I'm crying under the mask. Anyway, I attack the other one, and it's 20.
That hits.
To hit. And it does 4 damage.
Okay. It's still asleep. It has 3 hit points left, so it's wounded and bleeding. That's the end of your turn. It's the rat's turn. The rats are still sleeping, so we're gonna go back to Melody.
That's not. Once an animal is hit or wounded while sleeping, it wakes up.
Wakes up? Aha!
Yeah. Hence the fact that I didn't want people to hit it, because I knew, like, if we all hit different creatures, they would all be up and attacking us. So.
Thank you for that. I didn't know that. All right, so Melody, it's your go.
Melody is going to hit the rat right next to her with her rapier.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Hopefully, this is not a bad idea. That is a 10 to hit.
That is not enough.
Okay. And so she's going to go over to Bat's rat, and she's going to hit it with her short sword.
Okay.
That is a 19 to hit.
Okay, let's hear damage.
6 damage.
You strike with your short sword, slicing this rat across its face. Getting some... You can smell the sweat from this rat on the blade of your sword, and this rat is now dead.
Ew.
Goodbye, rat. That's the end of your turn. You're gonna go to Sibo next.
I am going to move back to where I was shooting, so the corner of the room.
Okay.
And then shoot a longbow.
Okay, let's do it.
20.
That hits.
8 damage.
Ah! And the rats, the rat had no chance. You shot it when he was asleep, and that was a deadly blow, strike from your arrow. All that remains on the floor now are piles of bones and rat carcasses. So let me add up your experience points, and then let's figure out what we want to do here. Let's see. That's 235 experience points. It's quite a lot of experience. I'm sorry, wait. Yeah, 235. You pick up items from these creatures, so one of you finds an iron helmet that adds 1 to your AC. It has 2 jagged ivory horns jutting out from each side, and one of the skeletons that had a bow actually was wearing a cape that's of a very nice looking purple fabric with gold trim. And on the ground you see 2 bows from the skeletons and a short sword from the other skeleton. Maybe the last thing you can do is tell me what you want to do with the items in the room, or with the pig that's in the corner that's roasting.
Can you write in a chat box all the items that are left, and then can we determine next time when we meet, like, how to split it up? Is that okay?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Are they are they
And-
longbows or short sword? Longbows or short bows?
Longbows.
Oh. And also there's the iron helmet that adds +1 to armor class.
And you find about 9 arrows that look still usable from the 2 skeletons in the corner.
Okay.
The pig smells amazing. The flesh and the hooves are glistening in some sort of honey glaze, and the room smells like crispy ham that is just like glistening in the fat of this beast.
I vote we eat food.
I mean, yeah, we can't really do anything else with this pig.
Let's not let it go to waste.
Yeah.